Hello, everyone, and welcome to Royal Pin Expo here for the Indiana High School Bowling State Finals. I'm Scott Gilmore. Joining me today for the broadcast is PBA Hall of Famer and Indiana bowling legend Mike Albee. Today, it's all about the singles. Single state titles on the line for both boys and girls, a much different format than what we saw yesterday with team event.
Yeah, no Bakers today, and it's just they're out there by themselves. It's a singles event, so may the best bowler win.
Now, you're really familiar with this, Mike. Stepladder finals here, so each bowler from 4, 3, 2, 1 will bowl a game. How do you pace yourself here in this? Because yesterday we saw Bakers a lot more action with 5 players on a team.
You know, it's a one-game match, I believe, and if you really don't have time to make adjustments, you don't want to sit and wait. So you just got one game to do it. So you got to make sure you make those moves. If you're the qualifying leader, you're going to sit and wait. So you got to kind of pace yourself on the practice pairs, but you do want to follow what's going on the lane so you can kind of see what the ball reactions are looking like. If you're third, fourth, second, you just got to go out there and just keep your head down one frame at a time.
The big story today is the number 1 seed on the boys' side, Riley Spear, looking to win back-to-back state titles.
Yeah, no surprise this morning to see Riley back up there at the top, and he's had a really great season. And like you said, he's the defending champion, so no surprise. I wouldn't be surprised to see him there again.
Well, the weather outside here in Indianapolis, not so nice, but it's going to be nice and warm. We hope you will enjoy today's broadcast from the comforts of your own home. We'll be back with match number 1 right after this. All right, we're back here in the broadcast booth. Scott Gilmore, Mike Albee here for the Indiana High School Bowling State Finals live from Royal Pin Expo here in Indianapolis, and much different day today. Yesterday we had 5-person teams. A lot of excitement, Baker bowling, but now we have single step ladder finals, and obviously the pace of play, we're going to have both the girls and the boys bowling together. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we noticed a little bit this morning. We didn't have the cheers, the loud noise from down to the right here for the qualifying, but the same excitement is there with the state title on the line. So this is the top singles players in the state here for the finals, so it's going to be a good day.
Well, bowling for the girls, the number 4 seed, Alina Rodriguez from Carroll High School. She'll take on Campbell White from Crawfordsville. On the boys' side, Ryan Carmichael, your 4 seed from LaVille High School, and he'll be bowling Christian Luna from Perry Meridian. Christian Luna we're very familiar with, too. He's had a lot of success here. His brother, too, had a lot of success here in the high school ranks, so it's going to be interesting to see what advantage he might have from an experience standpoint.
No, I think he's going to come out really comfortable on the lanes, and he's been through these live streams before, so he's a little aware of what happens, and especially with being out there by yourself and you're the only one throwing a ball. So, and that's probably the biggest difference, when you're the only one out there throwing. You hear everything, you see everything, so it's very difficult to concentrate sometimes.
Now, do you expect to see the transition on these lanes, the championship pairs? We're using 43 and 44 for the girls, 45 and 46 for the boys. You see it changing a little bit differently than what we saw yesterday with so many players on the pair?
Yeah, because so many players yesterday they were all over trying to figure out what they needed to do, and with less bowlers, obviously it's still going to happen, but it's going to be kind of spread out and drawn out. So, but you still want to know when you've made a good shot so you can make an adjustment off a good shot and not a bad one.
Well, each player gets 4 shots on each lane, so once practice is done, this match will take place. But sit back and enjoy what we hope is a great broadcast today here, and we thank you for watching on Savage Bowling TV. And obviously the weather not too kind here in Indianapolis this morning, but obviously everybody is here right now, and a good crowd attending today, and some notable players, too, that we talked about that just missed. Boy, the boys' side, 3 pins separated.
Packed in there, yeah, they were packed in
Actually, 2 pins separated 3 players. So Mike and Hobegger just missed the cut by 2 pins. So a lot of good, talented players that didn't make it. And actually, Logan Brewer, I think, was another one that, if you're familiar with Logan from Richmond, he shot 300 in the All-State tournament last year on TV, and he just missed as well. So obviously, it takes a good solid 4-game block to get into the stepladder final.
And with 4 games, you can find those pins about anywhere you want to look, and in 4 games, one bad game can really put you behind the 8 ball to catch back up. So but you expect it to be close because we've got a lot of great players here in the state of Indiana.
All right, practice has concluded here. I'm just going to give you the stepladder finals here. Qualifying in your number 1 spot on the girls' side is Elizabeth Silcox from Carroll High School. She shot an 828. Corby Smock, who we saw yesterday from Fort Wayne Snyder, she's your number 2 seed at 816. So those 2 ladies are waiting the winners of these matches in front of them on the boys' side. David Lee qualifying
All right,
number
get ready
2
for our first
with an
match.
891. And then obviously
For the
your number 1
girls,
seed,
on lane
Riley Spear,
43,
looking
your
to
number 3 seed
win
from
back-to-back
Crawfordsville,
singles
Campbell
titles, who shot a huge 931.
Yeah.
So obviously if you're the players
And
looking
on
to get
44,
to that number
your
1
4
or
seed
final
from
match, you know you're going to be in for a
Alina
kind of a fist fight against Riley Spear, right?
Yeah, he's been here before, knows how it works, and so he'll be pretty comfortable out there. And shot 190 his first game in that set. So strong last 3. He's going to be the one to beat, obviously being the number 1 seed, but with his experience in defending champion,
And on 46,
even more
your
so.
number 3 seed from Perry Meridian, Christian Luna. Good luck and good rolling.
Mr. Kelly, our MC laneside, giving you the announcements of the players to the crowd here. Good crowd on hand, Mike.
Yeah, with this
today.
weather, there's still a lot have stayed around, not just family members, so everybody wants to see who's going to be crowned the state champion.
Yeah, it looks like Ryan Carmichael going to, nope, actually, looks like it's going to be Campbell White for Crawfordsville leading things off. Oh, wow.
That was quite impressive.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
The senior from Crawfordsville, she finished first in sectionals, regionals, and semi-state, Mike.
And she let off like she's done all that. What a great shot.
Now here's Ryan Carmichael for LaVille. Hey, strikes around.
Making good use of the practice time.
The youngest player here in our stepladder final, Mike, only a freshman.
Great start, acting like he's been here for years.
Yeah, the future's bright here. And now our first look at Alina Rodriguez from Carroll High School. Comes in light, 2.45. Fast-paced action here. Christian Luna already up here on the approach on lane 46, the senior from Perry Meridian. Comes in light.
Power.
Ooh, pins flying around. And here, Christian Luna sneaks in through sectionals, Mike. He finished 5th, then 3rd in regionals, but then he won semi-state. So he really turned it on late in the season.
Yeah, he throws the ball with great power. He's got that ball at the end of the swing, just so much power, but smooth and clean. Gets everything he can get out of the power of that ball. Great spare there, too.
Good spare by Alina Rodriguez. She's undecided yet on what she's going to do, the senior from Carroll High School up in Fort Wayne. She basically just snuck through in that semi-state, finishing 7th. Now Christian Luna. Oh, somebody just called the cops. Somebody just took out this 4-pin in a.
Yeah, I think we're seeing some pin action that kind of going to warrant what the tour looks like this afternoon.
Oh, my goodness. Felony. All right, Alina Rodriguez, a little fortunate Brooklyn
that,
shot
yeah.
there. Yeah, absolutely. Ryan Carmichael here, the freshman, 6th in sectionals, 1st in regionals, and 5th in semi-state. Of course, I love it. He's undecided on college. It's like, you know, you got a long ways to think about that, right?
I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to go to college or not.
I think your career turned out all right.
Yeah.
What a great shot. Boy,
Great start.
Yeah. And now Campbell White. Oh, my goodness. Man, she is solid, Mike.
Yeah, gets to the line very well. And ball speed, great power, good release.
Boy, and, you know, I'm watching this young man from LaVille High School, and he looks so calm, cool, and collected for a freshman.
He really does,
You
yeah.
really
and he's
like,
thrown it that way, too.
Yeah, you like to know what the heart's doing on the inside, but he looks like he has got everything under control.
He's very deliberate, settles in, gets set.
Comes in light. Oh, man.
You know, it doesn't matter how you get there; it's how you end up at the foul line and where you are at the point of release. And the two guys there are, boy, in strong positions.
Pin stood no chance there. Oh, my goodness. Boy, Campbell White has absolutely been perfect so far here through 3.
Yeah, great solid game, gets to the foul line in time.
Another strike. I guess it's
Expo may have to buy new pins here shortly.
Well, I'm telling you right now, who flinches first? That's the question now. Alina Rodriguez.
She's going to need to keep throwing a strike here to stay up with Campbell.
Comes in
Good shot.
like 7-pin, no.
Good shot. Good shot. Just not getting that break. We saw We saw a lot of 7-pins yesterday as well.
Yeah, Christian Luna here, all conference, all 4 years. He's undecided on his plans once he's done with high school. And
wow, what a half pocket. Slap the 6, slaps that 10 out.
boy, Mikey, you got to think there'd be some college programs that would love to have a Christian Luna on their roster for next season if he wants to.
All they got to do is take a look at this video, and they'll see something they'll like, that's for sure.
Oh, ooh. Well, the first big mistake here so far of the between either match, with the open frame there in the third for Alina.
Well, Alina's throwing the ball well, so she just needs to get back into the pocket and start throwing a few strikes here.
Oh, man. I tell you, you can't throw it any better than those first four shots.
Ryan Carmichael, very emotionless, but boy, throwing the ball perfect.
Of course, each player allowed to have coaches down here helping them out. Now washout split for Alina.
Alina's going to want to take a run at trying to pick this up and hit to the left of the head pin and slide that into that 10.
All right, just underway here. Single state titles here. Stepladder finals for both the boys and girls. We're live from Royal Pin Expo here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Now 5th frame for Ryan Carmichael, left lane.
That's going to have to hurry.
Comes in line. Oh! Messenger takes out the 10.
Thought he might have been testing the area check there a little bit, but good release. Oh, and a beautiful spare.
Oh, what a cover there.
Textbook, yeah, textbook.
And a big spare, Mike, for Alina.
Yeah, keeps her in it.
Absolutely.
Doesn't want to, start giving pins away while your opponent's on the bench.
Comes in line. Ooh, leaving the 8-pin. Well, the first miss for either boy.
Yeah, it looked like just got it in a little bit and didn't quite catch it.
We didn't see these strikes yesterday. But of course, it's different when you're only bowling 2 frames a game. Brooklyn, 5 pin for Campbell White. Her string comes to an end after 3. Well, the Luna family has been, both Christian and his older brother, both really talented players. Tons of experience bowling on the Indiana, Kentucky All-Stars. And now Campbell White on the spare.
She's just in a great position at the foul line.
Nobody had their hand up, Mike.
Yeah, she's at a great position at the foul line. Gets maximum power.
All right. Luna, our first big mistake. Looked like he had a little issue there at the foul line, Mike. Maybe with footing.
Didn't catch it. The ball shot to the right really quick and got out of position when it got to the back end and come in rather late. Broke down the 2, but still leaving the 8-10.
Well, now Campbell White working on a spare, 5th frame. Ooh, she comes right through the face, Mike. 4-6. All right. Smart play there from Christian. You're not going to really, odds of you making that split is very, very low, right?
Yeah, Ryan Carmichael now has a big chance here to really open this game up. If he can get a strike here and then the next frame.
We always said, and I'm sure you probably can attest to this. Oh, pin comes back out. Oh, nope, not going to get it. But you can attest to this. Your opponent opens, kind of loosens a little the arm swing, leaving more, right?
It can, but you got to be careful because then you don't hit your target. You just don't dot the I's and cross the T's and have that crisp release at the end. That's left.
That's left to target.
Yep.
And you're right, Mike.
Yeah, not quite as smooth. Maybe a little bit off timing at the foul line, but
looked like he might have been a little amped up on that one too. Like he knew
he got
an open. He had a chance to really separate himself.
And that's the hard part, trying to keep yourself low key, but you still have that, where you can dot the I's and cross the T's and still get that good lift and good position on the ball. But he helped that one a little bit for sure. Well, After that open, Ryan Carmichael's got a 9-pin lead after 6. Alina missing the last spare, but she's going to need to get back on and get a strike working here on the left lane.
Now a big.
Yeah, that's pretty shot.
Great
Good
recovery
comeback
there, right?
Great comeback. That's what you do. Once it's out of your hand, you let it go and move on to the next one.
Very stoic.
Yeah.
Is Ryan Carmichael. Now Alina Rodriguez.
Oh, beautiful
there's
shot.
A great shot. And that's how you want to bounce back to after the open frame. So right now it looks like about a 31-pin lead for Campbell White. And a big shot there from Christian. Just a 9-pin deficit for Christian. He could take a 1-pin lead with a strike here in the 8th.
Yeah, who's going to get the first double here after their opens? That's going to be big. Beautiful shot by Campbell. Campbell White, boy, she just got that beautiful release and good power.
Good heavy roll on the ball, right?
Good power. Big shot.
You can take a 1-pin lead. Ooh, comes in just a bit high, leaving the 3-6-10. And now Campbell White looking to increase her lead, Mike, to 41 with a strike here in the 7th. Comes in. Oh, trips out the 4. Boy, there's some power there in that game too, Mike.
Well, you trip those 4s. I mean, 4s or a 6, you know, for the lefties. I mean, that's when you got the right angle and the ball's going to work. The head pin's coming off the wall at the right angle to take that out. What a great shot.
And a good spare there by Christian.
Yes. 3-6-10s are difficult.
All right, now Alina, a big double here, Mike. She can get one here in the 7th frame. Comes in.
Oh, my gosh.
What a terrible break.
That, you just don't see on that hit with the 5-pin like that, leaving the 8. You just don't see that.
Yeah, boy, and I'm sure Randy Peterson.
And that was big, too.
Yeah, Randy Peterson probably twitched there a little bit.
Yeah, that was for a double, so that would have put some pressure back on. But Alina's going to need to pick the spare up and then see if she can get strikes the rest of the way.
Comes in high flush is Ryan Carmichael, and he liked that one. A little bit of emotion we've seen out of Ryan there.
Well, that helped him advance the lead a little bit more.
Right. And he is, like you said, up by 19 right now. He can make it 29.
It's the big 9th frame, so, you know, destinies, if you hold your own destiny if you can strike that in the 9th there. Add to your lead for one, but also to kind of set up the 10th frame for yourself.
All right, Alina Rodriguez with the spare conversion in the 7th. Now looking to make it 3 in a row. The freshman from LaVille. That needs to hook. Oh, his first real big mistake outside of the 6th frame. This one, first time he's really leaked one right, Mike, and he pays full penalty with the 2-8-10.
Yeah, and Christian saw the same thing on this lane.
Oh, solid strike there now from Alina. Now, what do you do here if you're coaching Ryan on this?
He needs to get the 2. Yeah, needs to get the 2 for count.
Obviously, on the double, that's 4 pins, too. So every pin counts right now. All right.
That's all you can do.
Oh, you got it. If you like bowling action, you can't get any better than this. We got both the girls' match and the boys' match going simultaneously. Now Campbell White. Oh, high flush, 3-bagger. And now, big shot here for Christian.
Oh, big shot.
There is the senior experience right there, Mike.
Yeah, he's got his destiny in his own hands here in the 10th frame.
Yeah, a double and any kind of good count, and he can lock out Ryan Carmichael. Now, Campbell White here, left lane, 9th frame. Oh, another beautiful shot. Boy, she is locked in.
Yeah, her
Mike.
strikes have been high flush.
I just love the fact none of them look nervous, and that's so impressive in this situation. Now Christian, 10th frame, must have. Oh my goodness. Oh, come on. That can't happen.
Well, now it flips back. It flips back. He needs to make this spare and get good count and force his opponent to fill.
Well, you make this and you force your opponent to at least mark.
Mark, yep.
And that's going to do it for, unfortunately, for Alina Rodriguez. Still, what a great day for her to qualify in that number 4 spot for the stepladder final. Obviously, we're all here. These kids are all here to try to win a state title, but
Yeah, Lena just didn't get the breaks. I mean, she had some pretty balls shot right in there, and that 8-pin was just one that kept her from at least having a chance here late. But a great tournament to get here.
Yeah, and that really kept her from getting a double.
Yeah,
And
to put any pressure on Campbell at all.
yeah. All right, good count here. Will force.
Counts big.
Oh, 7. That's 213. All right. Well, a mark and basically for Ryan, keep it on the lane, right? Far from over yet. They're shaking hands, but what a tough break for Christian Luna there on that first ball on the 10th.
Yeah, that solid 9. Wow.
But, you know, as Campbell White, or Alina finishes out her game with a
4-9. Great shot.
4-9, yeah. Well, and here's the other thing. Ryan's coming off an open frame.
Mm-hmm.
Not always easy to get a mark in that next frame, right?
Well, he's went high on this lane that had a split, and he went light on the other lane and left a split, so we'll see where he goes.
That's right. In the pocket.
Oh, well,
ooh, no.
He's got to spare it.
7-pin. He's got to make it. All right. A 151 finish here for Alina Rodriguez. Must make the spare. And he got it. Good cover there, Mike. You know, we talk about single pin spares, no big deal, but you know, in this circumstance, that is.
Yeah, they're tough.
None are easy, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh.
And Ryan Carmichael will advance over Christian Luna 218 to 213. And boy, Mike, that solid 9-pin for Christian looms large, does it not?
Yeah, that was a great shot. Great shot.
All right. And Campbell White defeats Alina Rodriguez 223 to 151. All right, when we come back, Mike's going to be laneside with our victors, and we'll have match number 2 right after this.
With me, I've got our 2 winners of the first match, and they're still getting ready to bowl here next, but their opponents are now practicing. So let me go to Campbell White. Campbell, great first game. You threw a lot of great shots. One break here or there, but how did it feel out there today?
It felt pretty good. It felt nice to get back out on a fresh shot. Had a couple bad balls, but overall it was pretty consistent. So.
You look good out there. Good, solid release. So best of luck in the next game.
Thank
All right? All right, we're going to go with Ryan. So Carmichael, you had a good first game, but you had one lane was a little light for a split, one was a little high for a split, but you came through at the end. What are you looking for this next game?
I mean, I'm just trying to outstrike my opponent and hopefully leave some more makeables, because I left too many splits and it was way too scary that first game.
Well, good job and good luck this next game, all right?
Thank you.
All right, as soon as our winners from the last match get into place, it's on to the next match.
All right, back here in the broadcast booth, Scott Gilmore and Mike will all be here, bring you all the action for the Indiana High School Bowling State Finals from Royal Pin Expo here in Indianapolis. And really interesting to see very calm, cool, collected response there from Mr. Carmichael.
Yeah, you know, it's just I'm not sure he's got a high enough blood pressure to keep going, but yeah. No, he was, he read it just right. He more makeables, and I agree. You want to keep it in play to where you can do that. You really don't know if it may be, bad shot or if what was going on in the lane starting to transition a bit. But, hey, he was right about outstriking. He outstriked his opponent early, and he got the spare in the end to what he needed to win. And Campbell White, same thing. Very comfortable, solid game. Just great answers, like they've been there before.
Yeah, now they have to sit and wait. They don't get any more shots,
Yeah.
right, on their
That's hard.
Yeah.
That's very hard.
Yeah.
It's one thing to be loose. It's another thing to be lined up and loose, so it's going to be hard for them to come back out there.
Well, now they've advanced to take on the boys' side will be senior David Lee from Homestead. He's your number 2 seed. And on the girls' side, of someone we're familiar with in Corby Smock, the number 2 seed from Fort Wayne Snyder. And she bowled real well yesterday in that team event.
Yeah, I expect her, she's going to be comfortable out there, at least bowled on this pair before, but it doesn't mean it's the same condition. And so I'm sure she'll have an open mind, or coach will keep her feet on the ground and be ready. But I think that she'll be comfortable in the atmosphere, though, and that's the biggest part, being able to make shots and be comfortable, and I think she'll do fine with that.
All right, they're wrapping up their last few shots here. And we'll have match number 2 underway here shortly. Again, we want to thank all of our sponsors for making this telecast possible. We want to thank, obviously, Storm for all of their contributions, and obviously Crystal Elliott here this weekend, the PWBA Rookie of the Year from this past season, out here throwing the first ball yesterday in the team event and signing autographs and taking photos. Great for the players to see that. And then obviously we want to thank Trophy House and IBCA, the Indiana Bowling Centers Association.
It's important that the bowlers who have just won, now they've got to sit back and watch the practice balls, and it's a fair amount of time, but you want to make sure you're watching to kind of see where they're playing and if they've maybe found something a little different. So you got to keep your eyes open, and I'm sure the coaches are helping them with that, and but keep them so they're ready to go that first frame, because you don't get the mulligans, so you've got to be ready to go.
Right. Yeah. Of course, you think, well, it's not much practice time, right? But 4 balls on each lane. If you're methodical about it, you're trying to really learn what the pair's doing quickly, right?
Yeah, exactly. And from what we were just watching, it was like, oh, they're done, and then, oh, wait a minute, they both have another shot or two, and it's like, well, it's another 3 or 4 minutes, and that adds up. Especially, you just come off an interview, and now you've won. You've come off an interview, and now you got to restart, the clock again.
Well, and thank goodness they're young, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You and I,
you don't have to worry about the getting stiff joints and things like that. That's not an issue. But
you and I would be in trouble here.
It's about letting your mind wander. Because you want to keep that mental strength going and what your focus is, and you don't want to have to kind of have those lapses.
All right, our second semifinal match for the girls. 143, your number 3 seed Campbell White against on 44, your number 2 seed Corby Smock from Snyder. And for the boys, on 45, from LaVille, Ryan Carmichael, your number 4 seed. And on 46, from Homestead, your number 2 seed, David Lee. Good luck today.
All right, I want to thank again Mr. Kelly for being the MC here, Laneside, as he did our player introductions, and we're going to get match number 2 underway. Now, looks like Campbell White will lead things off here on lane 43. Can she keep the strikes going, Mike? She shot 223 in her first match, and yes, she
yes,
does.
she can. Yeah. So that was a quick answer to your question.
Yeah, a resounding yes. And now, Mr. Carmichael here on the left lane. Comes in high. Oh, fortunate break there, Mike.
Yeah, that's one of those you just don't know whether lanes have changed or it's been a while since he's thrown one, and but it looks like he kind of caught up on that one and might have broke loose a little earlier, but he also left. He had a light 2.810 on that lane as well, so maybe that forced him into a move that or didn't allow him to loosen up and throw that first one with some confidence. We'll see.
Yeah, and you made the point too. They don't get a bowl anymore.
No.
While the other players are warming up.
Yeah, there are no practice balls. Every ball you're going to throw from here on out is going to count.
Now, what did they do for you guys on the PBA tour? If you were, if you were the one sitting out or advancing,
you could bowl on a side, not the
like
tournament.
off to the
yeah,
side.
you would. There's usually a lane close to the TV pair that you could move to and get a practice ball in.
So they could have one here, maybe like lane 52 or whatever.
Yeah.
If they want to throw
just
it
to stay loose, if nothing else.
And most kids probably don't need to at that point in time, but
I mean, I think it would be a help. I mean, I really do, but because it's not going to really cause any extra time.
Now, our first look at David Lee here, the senior from Homestead. Oh,
pretty shot.
Great shot there.
Nice and smooth. Great power. Perfect.
Now Corby Smock with the spare. Ooh, and she misses the 2-4-5, just taking the 5-pin off.
Yeah, it looked like that was online. It just never, I know it's a spare ball she was throwing that doesn't hook, but boy, it looked like it was going to make it there and it just kind of quit.
Again, I want to thank everyone for watching here on Savage Bowling TV, your official voice of Indiana high school bowling in the state of Indiana. Good crowd on hand here behind the championship pairs, lanes 43, 44, 45, and 46. And now David Lee looking to take the early lead here. Second frame, left lane. Bucket. And you could hear the
He's
ball.
catching finger holes or, but rolled it really smooth. But the ball looks like, and not that very first shot, the ball's kind of set on the back end where it may have rolled itself out and just kind of sat there. But and that's kind of what cost him on that shot. Probably wasn't too far off from what he was trying to hit, but it just didn't keep coming.
Yeah, and Corby Smock there comes in just a little bit high pocket. An unfortunate break, leaving the 4-7-9.
Yeah, that's not a fair break there on that.
No. Now a tough spare here for David Lee. He's going to hook at it.
He stepped out of that quick.
Oh, wow. I thought he made that. Chopped the bucket there,
Yeah,
leaving just the 5-pin.
It was way past it. I mean, it was almost thought it got to that side where you'll carry that, and obviously it either air or it touched it, one of the two.
All right, now Campbell White can step up and take a early lead as Corby Smock opens in the first and second frames. But first, Ryan Carmichael here, right lane, second frame, working on a spare. Light mixer.
Nice shot. Yeah, nice
Great
shot.
strike. And remember, Mike, in his interview, that's what he said he was going to do, try to outstrike his opponent, right?
Yeah, exactly, yeah. That's a good plan, no matter what, no matter who you're bowling.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And Campbell White crosses over and leaves the 5-10.
Yeah, just didn't get, got a break by getting it over there. But, boy, when you go Brooklyn, you usually don't leave the 5-10. Difficult spare from this angle.
The same split that Kyle Troop left in the final ball of his match to cost him a spot on today's show on the PBA telecast.
Needed a mark. Yeah, that was that's a tough one.
Yeah. And the difference was his was in the actual 1-3 pocket where Campbell went crossover.
I think the 5-pin almost 360'd around, twirl around, but didn't go. Big shot here.
Can he double?
He
Yes, he can.
Yeah. As he checks for heart rate, wasn't sure that was coming back. But, that's a dangerous spot. Left a 2-8-10 there last game.
Campbell comes in light. Oh, trips the 2.
She'll take that, yeah.
Yeah. As they say, Ryan Carmichael's ball went out for burger and fries and came back with steak and baked potato. And now a big frame here for Corby Smock.
He hit this lane last time, but, I think that leaving that bucket you got to be careful what you see happen, so you don't get caught up in that.
All right, first shot here in the 3rd frame for David Lee, working on an open.
Watch the back end on his ball. Looks like it's in great position, just kind of really smooth arc. It doesn't really jump, just a nice smooth arc. Pretty shot.
A big frame here for Corby Smock. Ooh, she comes in high.
Corby just has not got the breaks, hitting high and then leaving this right there, the 6-7-10, and then the 4-7-9 is just not paying the full price for mistakes.
Well, and she's just trying to stop the bleeding here a little bit, right? Just needing something good to go her way here.
It's a tough situation. I think you got to take a shot at it, try to slide that 6 all the way across and get that 7. Turn your game around. Games go, the frames go fast.
Yes, they do. And she misses all of them. And that's going to give her 24 in the 3rd frame. She's going to be down 34 pins here early in this match. Now David Lee looking to double here to cut that deficit back to 12. Down by 22 here, 4th frame. Comes in light. Ooh, flat 10.
Yeah, a little more aggressive on that. A little more ball speed, but ball arced in and just a little late leaving that 10.
See what Corby Smock can do here in the 4th frame. Needing something good to go her way. Oh, my goodness. And
anything but good on that. Yeah, my goodness.
The 2-5-7. Well, she just can't get any good momentum or a good break going for her. Now David Lee on the 10. Oh. Critical mistake there for David in the 4th. So now as Corby's going to try to attempt the spare here.
Pretty shot.
Great
yeah,
spare
nice
there. She's kind of got
That's
a
a lot
wry
of work
smile.
there. Yeah, a lot of work. That
Finally,
was a great spare shot.
Something good goes her way here in this match. Now on a double here, 4th frame for Ryan Carmichael, right lane. Oh,
nice shot.
Something slapped the 7.
Yeah,
Silly.
got that good angle coming in there, and pins are staying low and helping them out. Great shot.
Now, again, crossing over is Campbell White. Fortunate that time, Mike, only to lead the 5.
Yeah, I'm just getting a little quick to feet, looks like, and just kind of forcing the ball left, and just needs to ease back a bit and hit your target. Yeah, Ryan Carmichael can really put some distance between him and his opponent, David Lee.
All right, on the spare here. And she covers.
Yeah. Good shot.
Well, we're about halfway through game number 1 here, Mike, and looks like both girls are trying to get their feet settled in here. Ryan Carmichael, on the other hand, is out to a fast start. Looking for 4 in a row. Oh, and he trips.
Nice shot.
The 10-ounce, slaps it silly too, and 4-bagger there for Ryan Carmichael.
Good shot.
Starting to see a little more emotion of the young man. And Campbell White comes in light. No, 2-pin. really, Ryan's got a good ball reaction.
Yeah, well, he's making good shots too. He's keeping that ball in play, and he's got a good angle to carry.
Now David Lee here needing to get some strikes going here as he trails by 64 pins. Comes in like, there we go. Take that 10 pin.
Yeah, good shot.
Campbell looking to convert her spare here on the 2. And she does. Right now, if you're Campbell, you just got to keep filling frames.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the lead, but you got to be careful here because I think Corby can get in there and throw some. She's owed a few breaks, I think. So.
All right, Corby Smock. She's only a sophomore here, and she's looking to major in nursing, and she would like to bowl in college. I always like to see that. Going to be some programs very interested in her as a player.
Good shot. Yeah, that was a good one. I thought she was going to trip that 4 on that one.
Now David Lee. Oh, yeah. Head pin comes off the wall and takes out the 7. Some good pin action there for the senior from Homestead. Oh, and a good cover there by Corby. Corby had a great road to the state finals. She finished first in sectionals, second place in regionals, and second place in semi-state. And now back to the young man from LaVille. That needs to push. Ooh.
Yep.
It's one he really missed left.
Yeah, he just didn't get that one projected to the right, and maybe got a little short with it, and just didn't get to his target. And makeable, but that's not an easy spare.
Now Corby. Oh, come on. Come on, 10 pin.
Good shot. Made 2 good shots, that 4 pin and that solid 10 there.
Well, now Ryan Carmichael staring at the 3, 6, 9, 10. Maybe the most difficult spare conversion. That's not a split.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Let's see how he attacks it. Oh,
yeah,
great spare.
Shot. Yep.
Whip.
Beautiful.
You know, interesting to see him go right with plastic and go right at it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough to get that 9 out of there with plastic falling back, but that was a great shot.
All right, let's have Corby cover this 10 pin. And she does.
Good job.
All right, you know, here now she's made really 2 good shots back to back. Can she build some momentum here in the back half of this game? Still within reach.
Yeah, she's going to be down in the 20s, but down 20-some pins, but all you can do is stay close and see if you can put something together here.
Comes in high. Ooh, fortunate to leave just... Fortunate to leave just these 4-7, Mike, as Campbell again comes in high going Brooklyn and leaves the 5-10 again.
Yeah, usually you just do not see that, but she had a pretty good run at this the last time shooting that spare, so if she makes another couple board move with her feet to the right, she might cut that perfectly.
And a good conversion there for Ryan. He's got 144 in the 6th. Oh, come on! Wow, they say you're supposed to hit it.
Yeah, she hit it. She made the right move, too. She got that cut it just right, but just did not get the follow through on the break.
Well, they're going to have to correct the score. The scoring gave her a spare. But she's going to have 94, Mike, in the 6th. And that really now cuts the deficit to only 12 pins for Corby Smock. Now David Lee can cut the deficit to 28 here with a strike in the 7th. Comes in light. Ooh, 2-8. Again, coming in high. Now, Mike, what are you trying to tell her if you're coaching Campbell?
I mean, I think you just got to take it one shot at a time. I mean, I think she's maybe overthinking a bit, which is easy to do, and just kind of ease back and make sure you're nice and smooth at the bottom of your swing and just watch your target all the way through till you see your ball roll by it. Just kind of get the basics back.
She's going to go right after the spare right away, and takes the 10 off the 6 open frame back to back. Now we have a totally different match, Mike.
Yeah, the game's changed.
Well, sitting on the bench, if you're Corby Smock, your opponent goes open, and now you feel like maybe you have the pair under control again. She's made 2 really good shots in her last 2 frames. Can she get her first strike of the match right here on the right lane? That's got a hook. Comes in light, 2-pin.
She'll take that. Yeah, take that.
And right now, with a spare, she's only down 2 pins. My, has that match changed quickly. Now David Lee looking for a strike here, 8th frame. He didn't like it. Brooklyn, oh my goodness, I thought it was down and it's back up.
I'm not sure about the Brooklyn hits here that we're not getting, but yeah, that's a tough one. An 8-pin going Brooklyn.
I thought it was down.
Yeah, it definitely got stunned.
All right, now for the spare conversion. All right. Now David Lee has 123 in the 7th. He's down 41 pins to Ryan Carmichael.
And
really, Ryan can really put the clamps on this here in these next 2 frames.
And he's been making good shots all game. So, yeah, it's what he needs to continue to do. Just see if he make a good shot.
Oh, there we go. What a time for your first strike in the match, Mike. We got
that's a big one.
We got a 2-pin game over here in the girls' match, and now she could take an 8-pin lead with a strike in the 9th. Now all the pressure now back on.
Most definitely Campbell White, yeah. See what she can do on this frame here.
That's left. Oh, and she pays max penalty now with a 6-7 split. Almost looks like, Mike, her arm swing is kind of looping a little bit, and she's
pulling it back through.
She's pulling it back through to the left. This angle for us right here.
Yeah, the feet are there early, and then you just got to pull it back through instead of just your timing just a little bit late.
It's got a chance.
Oh, very good try. She's had 2 pretty good shots at those splits she had.
Well, you know, there's still 2 frames left for her. Right now, for Campbell, you just need you want to throw a good shot.
Well, she needs to set herself up here with a strike in the 9th to kind of help keep it close and give you the biggest opportunity to win. This is a big shot for Campbell.
Great shot there from Ryan in the 8th. That one looked much better, and the result was better.
Yep. She seems a lot more comfortable on that left lane. That right lane, she was crossing over quite a bit there, but see what gives her a chance here.
Well, Ryan can step up here and pretty much clinch the match with a strike here in the 9th frame. Max score for David Lee is 203. Ryan already at a 220 pace, and there it is, another strike. And that'll be enough, Mike.
Yep.
He just needs to keep it on the lane. Now a big shot here from Corby. Comes in high.
Oh.
Ooh. And the 3-10 baby split. Now if you're David Lee, trying to finish on a good note here. The final frames of his high school career. Hard to think for some of these kids that their careers are coming to an end. And we're witnessing it right here at the state finals. Oh, great cover.
What a great spare.
What a spare there for Corby
To hold the
Smock.
lead. Yeah, to hold the lead. She held the lead, but she's given the opportunity for Campbell White to be able to win the match in the 10th, no matter what Corby does there in the 10th.
Oh, she's got a max score of 171. 172 the max score for Campbell White. Now the spare attempt on the 3-6, 9-10, and David chops it. Open frame in the 9th. But the stoic freshman, Ryan Carmichael, will advance to the semifinal match. Or excuse me, to the championship match.
Big strike. Big break there.
So here we are, Mike, in the boys' side of the stepladder. You're going to have the young freshman, Ryan Carmichael, who's bowling so well, going to take on the defending state champion in Riley Spear. Boy, this should be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, so far Ryan Carmichael's made the right moves and kept himself in play and bowling good solid games. So yeah, I mean it's and Riley Spear's been sitting off to the side, practicing a little bit, staying sharp, and you know, it's been there before. So yeah, it's a clash of titans here.
Oh, what a shot by Corby Smock.
Great shot to come back with.
Boy, now she has forced Campbell White to do the same, Mike.
Yeah, she has to match her shot for shot. David Lee just was unable to get the breaks between strikes. You know, he just wasn't able to put enough strikes together to match Ryan Carmichael. It's a big shot here.
Comes in light.
Good count, yeah. Good count on that shot. Yeah,
170 the final score for Corby Smock. Well, Campbell White, she knows what she needs to do, right?
Yep, you got to throw 2 strikes and a 9 in the 10th to win by 1.
Well, final shot of David Lee's high school career coming right here. Oh, what a way to finish it. Nice shot there by David Lee. He'll finish with a 167. But now all the attention goes to Campbell White. Must strike. And she comes in high. She's been battling that all game long, Mike. And that?
Yeah, that looks like a much better release. I thought I had a chance, but, yeah, just wasn't able to put it together here this game.
Ryan Carmichael. If you're Ryan, Mike, are you're just staying with the current process, or are you trying to look? Do you test another ball to see if just in case, or what are you doing here?
I mean, it's the key is, do you feel like what you've got is what you want? You know, there's a little inkling that it might need something different, maybe, but I think you've won 2 matches with good games, and you keep playing it the way you're playing it. Well, but he's going to give it he's going to give it a shot, try something different.
Well, Corby Smock defeats Campbell White 170 to 140, and she'll advance to take on the number 1 seed on the girls' side, Elizabeth Silcox, who bowled really well in qualifying, I think, with an 828 qualifying score. So this ought to be a really good final match here.
Solid 7.
But Ryan Carmichael, the freshman, looking to run the ladder, but he's got quite the foe place here in front of him in Riley Spear. So when we come back, we'll have the championship match from both the boys and girls side. You're watching the Indiana High School Bowling State Finals exclusively right here on Savage Bowling TV.
All right, welcome back, and I'm here with the tournament leaders
for the Indiana State High School Singles Championships. First of all, I'd like to ask the girls' number 1 seed, Elizabeth Silcox. Elizabeth, you practiced some off to the right over here. How do you feel going into this championship match?
I feel pretty good. I worked on my spares, got an idea of the line, and I'm just going to bowl.
Good luck today. You've done a wonderful job so far, so good luck.
Thank you.
All right, I'm with the boys' defending champion for the state title, Riley Spear. Riley, I know you've been waited a year to get back to this spot, but now you're here. What are we going to do today to get that title?
You know, I've been here before, so I understand the pressure. I understand the situation. I'm just going to hopefully make one good shot at a time, trust the process, do what I've been doing, and hopefully my score's higher than his.
Riley, good luck today. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, we're here with the number 1 seeds. We'll be back with the title match, and let's see who comes to be interviewed for the Indiana State Championships.
All right, welcome back here in the broadcast booth here. Scott Gilmore, Mike Albee. Hey, joining us once again, PWBA Rookie of the Year, Crystal Elliott. Thanks for coming back here in the broadcast booth. We're getting ready to get the title match underway for both the boys and girls side. It's been an exciting day so far, and obviously the young freshman, we almost can call him a phenom right now, right? He's run the ladder, Mr. Ryan Carmichael, but he's got quite the foe here, number 1 seed Riley Spear, looking to defend his title.
Yeah, Riley is obviously he's defending champion, so he's really calm, cool. He's one of the solid, probably the most solid player in the state. So it's going to be a tough one for Ryan Carmichael to knock Riley off. But if anybody can so far, it's going to be a good match.
Yeah, now on the girls' side, Corby Smock will take on number 1 seed Elizabeth Silcox. And Crystal, we've been told here prior to this match that these two young ladies have been duking it out all year, and now they find themselves one match away from a state title.
I love to hear that, honestly. Like, that's actually kind of cool. I wish I was in this position.
Well, yeah, and obviously, as a player, this is all you want, right? You just want a chance and control your own destiny at some point, right? And
Absolutely.
How exciting for some of these players. And obviously, we talked about a few that their high school careers are coming to an end, but not, obviously Ryan is a freshman, but for Riley, this is it for him, right?
Yeah, he's got big things after this, but you talk about the ends of the spectrum. A freshman just trying to get there, and Riley, defending champion, and has won so many things already. So, Ryan's got his work cut out for him. But he's a solid player.
The cool thing, Crystal, for the girls' side, are both these young ladies are sophomores.
Oh my goodness!
So they got a lot of bowling in their high school future left, but to think about being only a sophomore and having a chance that one of these girls is going to walk away with all the rewards of winning a state title.
That's incredible, actually, just because, even them being in this match, win or lose, you're just getting that experience being out here and with all the lights and cameras on you and everyone cheering. And so I think that's really cool that they're even in this position being so young.
Well, each player here, as they warm up, will get 4 shots on each lane. And, Mike, you know how important this part of that practice process is. You're trying to really kind of not only get yourself acclimated to the TV pair, but you got to find out what the pair is doing right away.
Well, it's been a while since they've thrown shots that counted, so and you got to make your shots. There's only 4, so you got to make sure that they're good ones, that physically good ones, so you can make good adjustments off those.
Yeah, so we should have an exciting match. I really expect both to be very competitive, and we could see some high scoring.
Well, we know Riley's done that before, so you hate to put too much pressure on him, but he seems very calm and cool, so it's going to be a good match.
Well, we thank you for watching here on Savage Bowling TV. We want to thank our sponsors, too. Without them, this couldn't be possible. I want to thank Storm, the Bowlers Company. Obviously, I want to thank IBCA, the Indiana Bowling Centers Association, and Trophy House for all their contributions to make this broadcast possible. Sit back and relax. We hope you are enjoying today's broadcast of the Indiana High School Bowling State Finals, and we think you're in for one heck of a title match on both the boys and girls sides. So hope you enjoy it, and we thank you for watching with us. So looks like the players are just about wrapping up, and again, I'm really curious to see how this girls match plays out with the two young ladies here. And obviously it was kind of neat, like you even referenced, Crystal, how cool it is to have two young ladies who have battled it out throughout the high school season in their conference and in regionals and semi-state, and here they are one match away from winning it all.
Yeah, it's incredible. I just don't even know the words to say it.
And Elizabeth, she's got a game plan. I mean, she was all set on how she practiced and what she's got it down to bullet points, you know. So, and those are ones you got to have a plan, but you got to be ready for the curveball, right?
Absolutely.
All right, looks like Elizabeth finishing up her final shots, and we'll send it lane side to Gerard Kelly, our MC for the day here at Royal Pin Expo, and Mike Krauscher, the tournament director, getting things underway. So we're going to find out who will start.
I love that they're both going on at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, this is cool.
Yeah, a lot of fun, a lot of action.
Yeah, the last couple have been shot for shot, just back and forth.
All right, we're going to send it to Gerard Kelly, the MC of the day, lane side for the announcements.
All right, here we go for the state title for the girls on lane 45. Nope, on lane 43 from Carroll, your number 1 seed, Elizabeth Silcox from Carroll. And on 44, Corby Smock from Snyder, your number 4 seed. Number 2 seed. Who's going to be your state champion? Is it going to be Elizabeth? Or is it going to be Corby?
It's a tie.
Yeah, I would say so.
Your number 4 seed on lane 45, Ryan Carmichael from LaVille. And on 46, your number 1 seed, your defending state champion from Lutheran, Riley Spear. Who's going to be your boys state champion? Is it going to be Ryan? Or is it going to be a two-peat for Riley?
I don't know. We didn't get any leads out of that.
We know there's a lot of fans here for the girls, so. But one thing I will say is Riley has bowled well all season long. First in sectionals, first in regionals, first in semi-state. The senior who is planning to bowl, he's going to Southern Nazarene for University. He's going to major in marketing. So he's already committed to bowl for collegiately. So that's always exciting. And Elizabeth, only a sophomore here from Fort Wayne, Carroll. And that's where the rivalry has come to play for these two. Both girls from Fort Wayne. Now our first shot of the day in this championship match for Ryan Carmichael. Comes in light, Messenger. Oh, take it down.
Way to start the match.
Now, Elizabeth Silcox, first shot of the day here. She finished second in sectionals, third in regionals, and first in semi-state. And she trips it for a strike.
Great first 2 shots, I'd say.
Boy, and the demeanor from Elizabeth coming off this, she looks focused.
Yeah, that was a great shot to start.
Now your first shot of the day for Riley Spear. Ooh.
I think he'll settle for that. He didn't look very comfortable with that one.
That was the thing that I was going to be really interested to see is, does Ryan get off to a quick start, put a little bit of pressure on Riley?
Yeah, I think that'd be the goal if he could get there. Yeah.
All right, when we conclude today's matches here in the state title matches, Mike Albee will be lane side with the victors. And Riley, in his interview with you, Mike, seemed very confident, right?
Yeah, it seems like we've seen him grow so much in the last few years, and he's had so much experience at winning. He obviously knows what it takes.
As Corby
sometimes
Smart.
that's not much.
Yeah.
That's not enough though. Sometimes.
Yeah, well, the bowling bloodlines in that family.
Yes.
His brother very talented too, Ryan Spear. Oh, great shot there. He's going with urethane right up the rail.
Yeah.
He has a great physical game.
Now after the open frame for Corby. Important for her to fill frames and get right back in with maybe a strike here. Ooh, comes in light with a washout split. The 2-4-10.
It's always weird being in this position because you have people that had thrown several practice shots before you, and so as you know, every time a ball goes down the lane's going to transition, and so it's just one of those things of who can manage that transition. And so ultimately, like, you want to be that person that's like, okay, I'm going to be the one that's the higher seed, not just because you're a higher seed, but just because you get to see the lanes technically before your opponent does.
Oh, and Corby misses both, and then Ryan with a solid 9-pin. You know, I'm assuming the chat's blowing up with how a Florida girl thinks of this true Indiana weather on this Sunday.
Well, I will say
You're getting everything, you know. You realize that. Rain
Oh my
yesterday,
gosh.
snow, ice.
I'm getting it all. So, I mean, I woke up this morning and I looked out my window and I said, you're kidding, right? And, like, I'm so cold in this bowling center right now. I'm double layered.
All right, Elizabeth Silcox now. She looks like she missed a little bit left. Fortunate there to leave just the 4-7.
I'd take that.
And now, after that solid 9-pin, match all square here after 2 frames. Ryan Carmichael stepping up here in the third, working on a spare. He's made a ball change too, Mike, I just noticed.
Yeah, they switched to that, yep.
Comes in light. Fortunate that the 10-pin fell, leaving just the 2-8. Curious to know what they are seeing out there,
yeah,
right?
They saw, yeah.
Because it looked like what he was throwing was really good, but
Yeah, and he made adjustments from game to game to really find it when he looked like he was, you know, like I said, was transitioning to what he didn't like, but he always seemed to find another angle. But yeah, now it's a ball change.
oh,
Good stat.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to do there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Plus, he's kind of had a really small approach. He's kind of crammed up in there, so there's not a lot of room to push that button to bail out.
Right.
you realize, Crystal, when you get older, you don't do that. you just wish for the best when you let go of it, right?
So I have heard a few times.
All right, now he's going to regroup here for the 2-8. Good cover
job.
and a
Yeah,
great
good job.
strike there by Elizabeth Silcox in between. So she's got off to a good start here. Strike, spare, strike through 3, leading by 24 early in her match. That needs to hook and a 5-count washout for Corby.
Kind of similar to her last game, just had to struggle in the first part of the game and then kind of got lined up and got back in.
That's why you never give up, because anything can happen, especially this early on in the game.
Yeah, you knew. Riley kind of liked it when he kind of stood up a little bit quick. It's interesting as you watch these players long enough, you look for the cues on their body language to know if it's a good shot or not. And Corby takes 2 out there.
I thought I had a chance.
Yeah.
23 now in the third.
They were just shaking off the nerves, you know, getting the bad shots out of the way, and now shoot sheets.
Yeah, absolutely. Boy, it would come in handy, wouldn't it? Now Riley Spear working on a double. He can take a 22-pin lead here with a strike, and he does. And I think Ryan Carmichael probably knew deep down inside he was going to have to bowl a really good game.
Probably looking for a little more, yeah.
As Corby comes in light again with a 2-4-10 washout split. Crystal, she's going to have to find something here pretty quick, or this game's going to get away from her.
Yeah, absolutely. Me personally, I think her ball's going a little bit too long down lane. You maybe ball up, go to something a little bit slower that's going to pick up maybe a little bit earlier, just to maybe get it to the pocket, because ultimately, like, if I'm doing this in a game, I want to maybe even see just a 2-pin. If I 10-pin, I take it, but it's just one of those things that you just have to see it and make the move quick, because you don't want to be behind it for too long.
Yeah, now she's finding herself well behind in this match, 32 in the fourth with 4 open frames. And obviously when you're missing where she is, you're leaving yourself things you can't make, right? And then that's where it becomes even more challenging.
Right.
And now Ryan Carmichael with the strike in the fourth.
And he's a freshman, you said?
Only a freshman.
Wow, that's incredible. Yeah, being a freshman in this situation, like, you've never experienced it, so giving yourself that opportunity really early in your high school career is something that you can really benefit from.
Absolutely. And now, big shot here in the 5th. Working on a strike. Oh, great
Big shot. Yeah,
and,
big
you know,
shot.
and the saying goes too, Mike, what you don't know doesn't hurt you, right?
There's a lot to be said about being naive when you get it, when you get the opportunity.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the expectations are totally different.
Now Elizabeth Silcox working on a strike. Comes in light. Fortunate there to leave only the 5-8.
Did she ball change there?
I did not see that. Now Riley Spear on a 3-bagger. Oh.
Wow. He knew it off his hand.
You know, when you're throwing that urethane, Mike, he knows what it's going to do down lane, right?
Yeah, he hasn't missed anything but high flush, so yeah. So
I mean, that's
quite
a good
the
place
run.
to be in.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, if you're going to be anywhere in the pocket,
Yeah.
that's right where you want to be.
Yeah.
Pack it in there. Now, still a lot of bowling left, and Ryan Carmichael still right in the thick of it. Can he make it 5 in a row? Yes,
Oh,
he
yeah.
can. Wow, is he on fire?
He sent the messenger. There was no 7-pin, though. He already knocked it down.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, guys. Ryan's only down 22 pins. So,
Yeah, it's one of those things where one mistake can cost you here, but Ryan's behind. I'd rather have the 22-pin lead, though.
yeah. But he's right
He's
within
right there.
reach.
Mm-hmm.
And the last 2 shots tell me he's lined up, ready to go. Now, let's see what Elizabeth can do here. Comes in light, 2-4-5. Both girls having a hard time getting the ball to face up to that head pin.
She's got good ball speed. Looks like she got through it really well.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you're Elizabeth, you're just trying to fill frames. Now, can Ryan Carmichael make it 3 in a row, cut that deficit to 12? Oh, come on, 7-pin.
He liked it.
Yeah, we saw how many of those 7 pins that we see yesterday where the
Oh my
5 went
gosh.
out, but the angle's just not quite there. Good spare.
The one match with Snyder, would they leave 3 in one
Yeah.
game?
Yeah, just 5 went, but just couldn't quite get that off the wall.
I'd blame that on bad rack. That's just not to blame myself. Even though I probably would have at some point.
Yeah, that kind of bad time for Ryan because he's trying to get back in it. So
And Corby just can't get a ball to hook where she wants it to, or needs it to, I should say. 2-4-5. We've seen a lot of that combination here in the girls' side of things here. Important for her, though, to kind of cut or stop the bleeding, get that first mark under your belt here in this match. Ryan didn't like it at all, and he comes in high with a 6-10. And if you're Riley Spear, he's the proverbial shark in water. He smells blood in it, right?
yeah, I mean you don't want to take your foot off the gas. I mean you got to keep bearing down and try to keep adding distance.
Absolutely.
Oh, that hurts. It's one of those things you can't overlook. You know,
Yeah.
you got to make sure you pay attention to what the ball you're doing, and not that he did, but it's just it's easy to look past that spare.
But this is where I think he has the experience being older. He has the opportunity to show him, like, hey, like, in the future, don't let up.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's crazy because these kids are so young and they have so much to learn. Like, I mean, I even have so much to learn, but seeing the growth progress between, like, them and where I was versus where I am now, like, it's crazy how much, like, I know I've developed in just a 5-year period. And it's just so cool that these kids are going to be so good.
Yeah, they're on a stage now that, it's amazing to step into that at high school age.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, and gosh, Corby misses the 3-6-10 there. She just can't get anything going in this match.
Riley Spear with the re-rack.
I like the idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially after your opponent chops the spare in the 7th frame.
Make them wait.
224 max score, but right now, Riley Spear on a 260 pace, Mike. And this kid just has not flinched. He says, I'm the best in the state, and he's letting everyone know right now. Wow. That one even looked a little bit inside of where he was playing, and that ball held
Posted
high
up,
flush.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh, good
wow.
shot there by
Beautiful.
Elizabeth. Little flat 10. Right now, that's fine. For her, you're just filling frames.
Right, just keep making good shots, chuck along.
Well, now all Ryan Carmichael can do here is try to throw strikes and force Riley just to continue to doing what he's doing.
Good shot.
And that'll be a good start there.
7-pin thought about it. Like, that's great. See, now I'd really be blaming it on the rack.
Yeah.
So was it really me?
All right, good spare there for Elizabeth. Now Ryan Carmichael back up here, 9th frame.
Oh, she's two falling.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yep. Changes the thumb grip into the other ball.
Let's go.
Ryan
Ooh.
didn't like it, leaving a washout here, just the 110. She comes in high. Ooh, 3, 6, 9, 10.
Ooh.
Not a spare you like to see,
No.
right?
No, I tell myself every time I make it that I made the Greek church. It's just that hard. It doesn't seem that hard, but it is so easy just to leave the 10 pin, or you chop the 3 right off, and it's like, dang.
I think there's more ways to miss it than pick it up.
Oh, there we go. Hey, I love it. Oh, I love it.
I think Ryan's seen that spare before. Great spare.
I
Great
love
spare.
the creativity these young kids have, too. And to be able to throw it back up just as good maybe as you're throwing it traditionally, impressive.
You need that in today's game.
I'm going to say, ooh, left of right of target. Oh, my goodness, that fell late.
Wow.
Wow, what in the world did knock that over? I looked away just
I know.
quickly to my left, and I hear the crowd go nuts, and
We say, wait, what?
unbelievable.
Did you notice Riley was going to switch the score because the scorer has put up 9, so he went right in to change the score. I mean, he thinks he's practicing. He's just so loose and so relaxed. I mean, it's just it's perfect.
That's like
You know-
PBA 50 carry there.
Yeah, you know you're rolling well, Mike, when
Yeah.
you trip pins like that.
Yeah.
We take 9.
Yeah. The girls' match is not over, but
No.
Corby needs to get a few here to put a little pressure.
See, I know that she's using the Dark Moss Wolverine right now. That's what she used in earlier competition to get her into the stepladder, and it looked phenomenal. And so it's one of those things of, do you stay with what you've been doing literally all day, or do you just jump ship and say, let's try something new?
Well, and also a little bit cooler down on this end of the house than what they
Oh, yeah.
bowled on. That's going to have an impact, right,
Oh,
on how
absolutely.
Lane plays?
Yeah, I'm even more cold down here.
Oh,
Wow.
the senior back-to-back state titles for Riley Spear.
Wow.
So impressive.
That was incredible. That was an incredible shot. I can't believe I'm witnessing this. Like,
Has a chance to shoot 290, and you're thinking to yourself, boy, he'd love to have that first frame over. We'd have some major history.
I think on his bio here, he's got 4 300s this year.
Holy cow.
Yeah, 2 800s this season.
Wow.
Up comes in high. This time it stands. This is
I mean.
the 4-7. But what a tournament and career for Mr. Riley Spear. Back-to-back state titles here in singles.
Do you remember what his game was last year?
Boy, I do not.
That'd be cool.
You're putting pressure on me,
Oh,
Crystal.
sorry.
You're putting pressure on me. But what a score, 278.
Oh, he's got the wave down and everything. He's ready for tour.
Yeah. He's very comfortable under the pressure, obviously. Yeah,
Oh, that's so awesome.
His brother Ryan right there watching. What a career these two young men have had in the high school ranks.
Wow, back to back. Do it.
Get up, trip it.
Oh, I wiggled.
All right. What a weekend for Ryan Carmichael. The freshman from LaVille, the 4 seed, almost runs the ladder, comes up short. Nothing to hang your head on, Mike, though, for Ryan Carmichael. What a day.
No, great run today. And like I said, as a freshman, and he made adjustments that you wouldn't expect a young man to make in that pressure. And I agree with Crystal. I mean, I think he's learned a lot today. And to see him here next year would not be a surprise.
Not at all. I hope I'm here next year so then I can see him do it again. That would be even better.
Yeah, he's definitely he's handled the pressure well, all of it. You know, it's just it's a matter of he's made adjustments which you wouldn't expect. I mean, it's really impressive to watch.
All right, Elizabeth with the spare in the 8th. Really, any type of mark right here in the 9th, she's going to lock in.
Wow. Oh. See, like, today is such a hard day just because, like, I say it's the happiest day and the sad day, and that goes for yesterday and today because some kids have their dreams become reality today, and then other kids just don't quite make it.
Yeah, so
and
close.
so it's just always like, man, like, it hurts when you're so close to something and then you don't get it done, and so... Like, it breaks my heart, but it also makes me so happy that I get to see these kids, like, it's settling in now.
Yeah, it's how you use it. You know, it's how you use it in the end.
Now, Corby Smock needing something
Oh,
to go.
good
Oh, there we go.
Oh.
There's a strike.
That actually looks really good.
Yeah.
Well,
It was like the look she was looking for the whole time.
Yeah, strikes out for 157. That would at least force Elizabeth to keep it on the lane.
Yep.
But more importantly, you end your season on a great note here by striking out.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
You won't ever remember the game. You just remember the situation you were in.
Oh, great
yeah.
shot.
Yep.
And she's
Yep.
probably thinking to herself, what could have been?
Yeah, there's a learning experience there, especially as sophomores. I mean,
Right.
there's time to still make it work.
Absolutely.
All right. Also was just notified, guys, that Riley Spears back-to-back titles, first time in the history
Wow.
in singles that we've had back-to-back champions.
That's really cool. Let's go. History making.
Absolutely. Comes in light. Well, pins are falling all over, 5-7 left, but that will now clinch it for Elizabeth Silcock. She will win the single state title on the girls' side, the sophomore from Carroll High School. She finished first at semi-state. Now she finishes first at state. And the future bright now for Elizabeth. You got to think, now you've won a state title, only a sophomore. Now, can you pull off history just like Riley
Yeah.
Spear did?
Yeah. There's such good sports here.
Yeah.
I love it. Like, I have seen these boys and girls come back from their matches after they had lost, and they put their balls away, and they came back and supported their friends, and they had a smile on their face, and I'm like, that's incredible. because it's hard to pull yourself together after a tough loss.
Nice
and
shot.
truly just be happy for your friends.
Well, Corby Smock finishes with 144. And, really, Mike and I talked about it yesterday in Kyle Troop's situation, and on tour, opened in the 10th frame to miss the show. Then right after he was done, he was in the back signing autographs and taking pictures. So you can learn a lot from that.
Yeah, it's
from that
incredible. I mean, especially being in that situation where you could potentially make a show and then just maybe a bad rack or maybe just not his best shot. And he was like, you know what, my fans are always there for me. And so I saw that his fiance also had made a post, and she was like, I just love that he puts them before himself. And it's actually quite incredible what he does.
All right, there you go. Elizabeth Silcox defeats Corby Smock 190 to 144 and will take home the state title on the girls' side. Crystal, thanks for joining us here all weekend long. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast here for the Indiana High School Bowling State Finals.
I had so much fun. Thanks for having me.
All right, when we come back, Mike Albie's going to be laneside with our champions. We'll be back for more right after this.
Welcome back to the 2025 Indiana State High School Championships, the singles divisions, and I'm with the two state champions. So let's go to the girls champion first, and that's Elizabeth Silcox. Elizabeth, great plan coming into this. You did it with a 190 game, solid game. How's it feel to be the state champion?
It feels nice. Earlier this season, I was out with an injury and able to come back postseason, and it's nice to be able to come back and get a good win.
Well, come back you did, and a fine job, and we hope to see you next year as well. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, we're here with the 2025 Boys Singles Championship. The defending champion and now a two-peat, Riley Spear. Riley, you were so calm. You went out there, you had a lucky break, and you got you knocked down a strike. You were ready to reset the score just like you were practicing. How'd it feel out there?
I'm honestly not even sure what to say, but this one means a lot. Just stuck with my plan, tried to stay comfortable, made the best shots I could, and, they all fell.
Riley, you're defending champion. You came through with it. You've bowled well the last 2 years. Week in and week out, we've watched. We're looking for great things moving forward. So best of luck and congratulations.
Thanks, Mike.
All right, we're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back.
All right, welcome back here in the broadcast booth. Scott Gilmore, Mike Albie, as we're wrapping things up here from Royal Pin Expo for the Indiana High School Bowling State Finals, and what a weekend it has been. Obviously, we watched some great bowling yesterday in the team event portion of things, as Green Central won, and then Ron Colley wins on the girls' side. But today we saw some history, Mike. First off, Elizabeth Silcox, a sophomore, wins her first state title. Future is bright for this young lady. And but really the big story of the day is Riley Spear from Lutheran, the senior, back-to-back state titles, first time in Indiana high school bowling history that has happened. But what a day!
Yeah, no, it's of all the ones that I've been involved with, this is one of the ones they're going to remember. And we've had some great players come through, obviously, and I think we're going to see Riley Spear moving to the next level, and we're still going to see him doing well.
Yeah, the young man is committed to Southern Nazarene, I believe, to bowl collegiately, and I'm sure the future is bright for him. But obviously, Ryan Carmichael, the freshman who he went up against, man, this kid, stoic, made great shots when he needed to. Only a freshman. Future's bright for him, too.
Yeah, and the best part about watching Ryan Carmichael was he did all the right things. I mean, he went up the ladder. He had a ball change. He moved. You could tell him different parts. Solid. I think he learned so much today that he's got 3 more shots at it. So I wouldn't surprise me any of the next 3 years to see him there, if not all 3.
Well, on the girls' side, Corby Smock, only a sophomore, coming up short against her rival. Both girls are from Fort Wayne. One goes to Carroll, one goes to Snyder. We might be seeing some more fireworks from these two young ladies as we proceed with their careers, too.
Yeah, I mean, it was just so much fun seeing the adjustments made, the sportsmanship that was made, just the shots that were made. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me to see any one of these kids come back, except for Riley, of course, because he's moving on and up. So, but yeah, no, we saw some great bowling this week, and Indiana's in good hands with the bowlers we've seen.
Yeah, and obviously the entire staff, Mike Croucher, the tournament director. Really, you're right. The people that run the IHSB, they do a phenomenal job, and we're excited about the future of this sport too as well.
Yeah, with Savage Bowling TV, I mean, just all the tournaments that are put on, there are no other states that does what Indiana does. It's unbelievably what Indiana's been able to put together, and congratulations to everybody involved.
Well, we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast of the Indiana High School Bowling State Finals. We'll be back on the air in 2 weeks at Anderson for the Indiana Queens from Championship Lanes. And then the week after that, March 8th, more high school bowling, as we'll be broadcasting the Indiana All-State Tournament too as well. For Chad Lester, Mike Albee, and myself, we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast where once again your champions, Elizabeth Silcox on the girls' side and Riley Spears on the boys' side. So long, everyone.